It's so easy that I don't understand why everyone is wasting their time instead of starting from this one easy thing. Hi guys, welcome to my channel where I share science-based, proven ways to get the body that you want and maintain it. So today I want to talk to you guys about weight loss during quarantine because I know a lot of you have gyms closed down, a lot of you are stuck at home, working from home. There are a lot of temptations food-wise and we're moving a lot less. But don't worry, it doesn't have to be complicated at all, and I myself am actually getting shredded right now for a specific purpose during quarantine, so I want to share with you my top tips. Tip number one, nutrition is everything, so please stop wasting time on these silly videos of 10-minute burn lower belly fat workouts or 10-minute HIIT workout to burn fat, because it's not gonna burn fat. I'm sorry, but they barely burn like a few tens of calories. Maybe if you do like a really intense 30-minute HIIT workout, it can burn like 100 calories for you, but that is nothing. That's how many calories there are in an apple. So instead of busting your ass on that and only that and not seeing any results, please focus on nutrition first. If you have the motivation to add these exercises on top, then go ahead, but please don't expect to see results from exercise alone, because it won't burn as many calories as you think, and at the end, weight loss comes to a calorie deficit. Burning more calories than you're taking in or eating less calories than you're using per day. This is proven, it's scientific, it's not something that you can argue. You can try these fat burning workouts for years, these 2 weeks to a flat belly, but believe me, and you've probably tried this already, you've seen zero results, and this is why. I know it's really tempting to try all these quick fix workouts because we kind of use it as an excuse to avoid dieting. We have this emotional attachment to food, and in some way we just convince ourselves, okay, I'll just do this exercise every morning and then I'll lose weight. It's not gonna happen. You can do that exercise for another year. It's not gonna drop 2 grams from your weight. So please focus on nutrition first and stop being tempted. With all due respect to Chloe Ting and Pamela Reeve, it's great that they're motivating people to work out, but telling people that you're going to get abs in 2 weeks or to tell people that those workouts are gonna shed fat, it's really misleading. And I'm sure you've tried these workouts before and you didn't drop any weight. It's not because you didn't work hard enough, it's because those workouts just won't make you lose weight. You may burn 100 to 150 calories running a mile, but you could also just remove like half an avocado and cut those calories that way. So please focus on nutrition. And these are my tips regarding nutrition. It's so easy that I don't understand why everyone is wasting their time instead of starting from this one easy thing. Tip number 2 is cut out calories from the easiest places first. What do I mean by that? You're consuming hundreds of extra calories just from things like oil in cooking, oil in salad dressings, higher fat dairy products, drinking your calories, like fruit juices, which sound super healthy but really are just packed in calories and they don't actually make you full for those calories. Kick out bingeable snacks. So what do I mean? Those are your cereals and ice cream and anything that's really easy to just grab and eat while you're having that craving. It's a lot easier to overcome that craving if you have some time to think, if you know that, okay, in order to actually overconsume something, I need to go and prepare it. I don't have anything that I can just reach and grab and eat on the spot. So just get rid of it. Don't have it around in your house. I think that's really common sense. Obviously, I don't mean that you shouldn't have anything to snack on when you're having cravings, but make sure those are really low calorie foods, vegetables, even like baby carrots and things like that, that you can't overconsume that easily. My third tip is add more volume to your food for less calories. How do you do that? You consume more vegetables that are high in fiber, high in water content. For example, you can eat 200 grams of zucchini for only about 30 calories. So that is nothing. On the other hand, if you consume 1 tablespoon of oil, for example, just as a salad dressing, you're adding 120 calories that you're not even feeling. It's not even gonna keep you full at all. So make sure that most of your carb sources are coming from high fiber vegetables, some high water content fruits, light bread, differentiate between the regular, more dense bread and light bread, which is actually lower in calories. There's light bread that's less than 40 calories per slice, which is really little, and it can fill you up. And yes, you can still eat bread and lose weight. It all comes down to a calorie deficit, and as long as you're staying within less calories than you're burning per day, then you're still going to lose weight no matter what you're eating. Tip number 4 is get off of your butt and move. And no, I'm not talking about a 10-minute workout, even if it's a HIIT workout. Those 10 minutes are nothing compared to how much you move throughout your entire day. Just as an example, people that work in jobs that keep them on their feet all day, like waiters and other jobs that are more physically active, they can burn up to like 700 more calories during their day than someone who's sitting down on a computer all day. So it makes a huge difference, and that's even if they're not working out at all, they're just on their feet all day. So do try to set yourself a daily step target. You can start at least 6,000 steps. See how that goes for you, how you can implement it into your day, and then slowly increase that. That's an easy 20 minutes in the morning, another 10 to 15 minutes in the evening. Even if you're in quarantine right now, you can walk around your house, especially if you're talking on the phone, if you're scrolling through Instagram, at least do that while you're walking. That's actually a little hack that I do when I'm answering messages and things like that. I do it walking in circles around my house. That easily adds thousands of steps to my day throughout the day. If you're not very overweight and you are at a healthy enough weight to do more intense exercise, I do recommend strength training. Anything that stimulates your muscles so that you can keep some muscle mass while you're losing weight. That will give you a much leaner look, and it will maintain a higher energy expenditure, meaning your body will burn more calories the more muscle you maintain. When we lose weight, we tend to lose some muscle mass, and that will lower our metabolism, will burn less calories. Anyways, you're always going to be lowering your metabolism when you're dieting and when you're losing weight, because a smaller body is going to burn less calories than a bigger body. But something that you can do to at least minimize that as much as you can is build some muscle. If you're very overweight and you still can't reach that point to safely conduct resistance exercises, then you should start with walking. After you lose that initial weight, then you can add some resistance training. Tip number 5 is have an accountability buddy. I love this one because it's super motivating. We tend to give ourselves a lot of excuses, and we're not very hard on ourselves sometimes with our goals. We actually give ourselves excuses like, oh, you know what, it's not that important to you, even though we know that 2 weeks from now we'll be really mad at ourselves for giving up. Right now, in the moment, it's very easy to give ourselves that excuse. So if you have an accountability buddy, and especially if it's someone who shares the same goal as you, someone who also wants to lose weight, and you tell each other, okay, we both have this goal, let's check up on each other and make sure that we're adhering to what we need to do. So that means you can set a daily walk together in the evening or in the morning. The morning is great because it really sets your day up for success. When you start your day with one positive action, you feel successful, and it kind of just gives you momentum for staying on track the rest of the day. You can also set a meal together, like one meal a day. For example, your dinner could be with a friend who's also trying to lose weight, and you can make a healthy meal together. And it will not only encourage you, it will prevent you from over snacking or having a binge after that meal, because you have someone there with you. That social support is really going to help you, because usually binges and these overeating or urges and cravings happen in the evening. A lot of time they happen after you've already finished your last meal of the day. So you have a healthy dinner together, you sit, you talk, you share your experience with your friend, and then you go to sleep early, and that will prevent you from overeating in the evening. Tip number 6 is please don't do any over-restrictive diet. Don't do anything extreme, because if you starve yourself, maybe you'll have the motivation to do it for 1 week, for 2 weeks max if you're super strong, but then you're very likely to go on some huge binge. I don't recommend doing anything extreme because it's not going to last long enough for you to get any substantial results anyways. You're going to quit very fast. So if you go for a more moderate route, reducing several hundred calories from your diet, start with that. If you can reduce even 500 calories from your diet, that's an amazing rate of loss. You don't need to go more than that. You don't need to be eating salads, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can have some bread, you can have some things that you like. You just need to make sure that you're still in a calorie deficit. So don't do anything extreme. fastest is not the best. It's just going to end faster and you're not going to reach your end goal. Losing about 1% of your body weight per week is fantastic, and you can do that with a moderate calorie deficit. You don't need to go crazy and starve yourself for that. So why do more than that? And it's something that you can maintain longer because you're not going to be super hungry if you have a small calorie deficit. What happens with extreme diets is that you may initially lose a lot of weight in the first few weeks, but you're just going to rebound really fast and you're going to feel like you suffered for nothing. So please don't go that route. Some of my best tactics, which I used to actually get down shredded to 16% body fat, were taken from fitness competitors. Why did I learn from fitness competitors? Because all these bikini bodybuilding competitors, they have to get to such extreme levels of leanness to a point where it's almost inhuman that they have to be super accurate. They have to use the most scientific methods to get there, and they don't waste time on fads and unproven methods because they also want to maintain a healthy body. They want to maintain their muscle mass. They don't want to just lose as much weight as possible. They want to actually look lean, and there's a difference between weight loss and fat loss, and that will look very different on your body. Losing just 10 pounds is going to look very different than losing 10 pounds of fat. Why? Because when you lose 10 pounds, half of that might be muscle mass, and you're not going to look that lean at the end. You're just going to look kind of deflated. And bodybuilders, as you know, do not eliminate carbs from their diet. And what I like about modern day bodybuilders is that a lot of them incorporate flexible dieting, which means you can include some chocolate, you can include bread, you can include things that you like as long as you're in a calorie deficit and you know how to track your calories. So it's something that has really helped me get very lean in a very sustainable manner. And I made a free guide for you with my 5 top tactics to steal from fitness bikini competitors, and if you want that, you can download through the link below. If you like these tips and if they helped you in any way, I would be really grateful if you hit that like button and you subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of fantastic tactics for you guys and tips for working out during quarantine and how to stay on track with your health goals and your nutrition goals and how to keep that weight loss going for you. See you soon.